The Bears will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Back to throw, it's Rayola. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Might be calling a hot route. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
And the Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Keene. He makes a catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points. And that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going. And that last completion, that was big.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
My my man. Get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Taylor. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down. Good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Handoff from the shotgun. He breaks it, and it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Pavia. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no
receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Keene. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a...
Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Keene. Working that left side now. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cummings. Changing on the move, it'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the 1st quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives drives live. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Off the play fake. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays.
on the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. It's Sherrod. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Got room to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released
Really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming. Worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 11 on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the game scored.
First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Looking for room, it's Sherrod. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Well, disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Trying play action. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 20. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. change this route. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got a chance. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Keene. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got the back in the middle. It's a running room. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
The play action fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Has it teed up takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A run for the quarterback. Moves through a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Quarterback adapting. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man, it's Keene. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Thrust that arm out. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Power football with the run. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Reed. Moving out of the pocket. chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He was so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Reed. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown Bears! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still so hard. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. This time he's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game. stage will be set for a great finish. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
In this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down. started with the opening kickoff. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking this. The ball pops out on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
And I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Washington.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Under fire. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big play.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
man. You've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution.
The Bears will kick it away first. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, a really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. Think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears want to move quickly.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And the pressure gets it back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Keene. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game, and that's...
The Bears will kick it away to start us off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline.
He's loose. And he'll finish the run. looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking to throw, it's Keem. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bears in the hurry up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Bears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly. Picked off.
timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shakes off the defender. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Moore. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him. He does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Earning on the Jets. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Here's the handoff. Showing off the arm. And he's still running after the move. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Hard running there. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set with a point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Keene. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time on target. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The quick out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Keene. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback keeps it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the missed connection on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. It's a seam wide open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big
job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the exploit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Quick release by the QB. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Keene. The short hands. It's Smith. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And the Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Quick completion to the right. Lowers those pads. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
And the Bears are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw for.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Air Force. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt interwove, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's going to take off. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Keene. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that
about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Keene. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor! First points of the day are on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. To pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before. Gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Looking to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
To the air, it's Keene. Got his man. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat on how to go get that 1st.